What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. We finally know who will take over WWE when Vince goes. Kyle O'Reilly leaving NXT. Is a big superstar leaving? Major change to WWE 2K22. Mark Henry's big announcement. Is Kairi Sane returning to the ring, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Now let's hit the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at we finally know who will take over WWE. Now while he may seem immortal, there will come a time when Vincent Kennedy McMahon calls it quits or goes to that great squared circle in the sky. But who will take over WWE when McMahon is future endeavored? While names like Bruce Pritchard, Triple H and Stephanie McMahon have been mentioned as odds-on favourites, another name not only seems to be in the running but a prime pick. During a recent Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer told on who is likely to take over. I mean, it's kind of a board of directors thing, but probably Nick Khan would replace Vince McMahon. Yeah, unless they went and hired somebody else from the outside, but probably Nick Khan. Yeah. While Nick Khan's knowledge of the professional wrestling product is believed to be limited, his acumen in increasing WWE's profits have led to a spectacular rise to fame in the WWE. Vince may feel the WWE is better off run by Khan, while the company's booking and such are run by people familiar with the wrestling industry such as Triple H, Bruce Pritchard or Stephanie McMahon. Although it's unlikely Vince McMahon has no intent on retiring, finding the right person to succeed him in WWE is essential to the company's future. Bigger companies than the WWE have seen a steep decline in profits thanks to its leader failing to find the right person to take over and or create the infrastructure to do so. While Khan seems to have a knack for selling the WWE brand, they still need one or more persons to keep the product fresh and competitive with other rivals, not only in the wrestling industry but in all of entertainment. That's why it's important that Vince McMahon name a successor who will allow the right people to make the right decisions about the wrestling aspect of the WWE. The problem, however, is that people like Triple H, Stephanie McMahon or Bruce Pritchard may feel slighted if someone else were to succeed Vince in the WWE. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below. Next, an update on Kevin Owens leaving the WWE. There's more news on Kevin Owens' future in the WWE as Dave Meltzer and Sean Ross Sapp are now reporting that KO's contract ends on 31st January 2022. As we noted in previous videos, it's believed that Owens is competing at Day 1's WWE Championship match in order to take the pin rather than Big E's challenger Seth Rollins. A conventional wisdom has it that Owens will leave the WWE for AEW, but like any WWE exit, fans should wait to see where Owens shows up before jumping to conclusions. Next up, Johnny Gargano gone. Now, the first ever NXT Triple Crown Champion's WWE contract recently expired, with Gargano believed to have signed a short extension in order to work at NXT War Games. However, is Gargano done with the WWE? Wrestling News is reporting that Gargano appeared on the 7th December edition of NXT 2.0, and before it went off the air, addressing the fans and thanking them for their support throughout the years. According to the report, Gargano said his immediate future is up in the air and he may do some things here and there, and in February he will be a father and he wants to teach them to be the best man he can be. At that point, Gargano was attacked by Grayson Waller. Gargano and his wife Candice LeRae are expecting their first child in February 2022, and Gargano may be simply taking time off to prepare for the child's birth. The attack by Waller may be the WWE's way of writing him off temporarily or permanently should he exit the WWE. What do you guys think is next for Johnny Gargano? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Kyle O'Reilly leaving NXT. A long-time NXT superstar Johnny Gargano may not be the only wrestler leaving, as there are wild rumors on what's next for the former Undisputed member Kyle O'Reilly. Wrestling News is reporting, after WWE NXT 2.0 went off the air this week, Johnny Gargano said goodbye to the fans. As seen in the photos below, Kyle O'Reilly and Tommaso Ciampa went out to the ring to join him. According to reports, O'Reilly shook hands with fans and he signed items for them before kissing the ring mat. Like Gargano, O'Reilly suffered a beatdown on the 7th December episode of NXT 2.0, with Von Wagner laying O'Reilly out after their steel cage bout. Could Kyle join his former Undisputed Era teammates Adam Cole and Bobby Fish in AEW, or might he venture somewhere else? Next up, another big WWE superstar leaving? Is Shinsuke Nakamura planning on leaving the WWE? Well, a recent tweet from the current IC champion has fans abuzz about Nakamura tweeting, "See you, my friends." The King of Strong Style deleted the tweet, which naturally led to further speculation why he posted it and why he took it down. Some fans believe Nakamura may be preparing to leave the WWE, however Sportskeeda pointed out there are no details when Shinsuke's WWE contract ends, and his tweet may have merely been a way of saying goodbye to Kyle O'Reilly and or Johnny Gargano. Nakamura, who turns 42 this February, would have many promotions eager to sign him if he decided to leave the WWE. Next up, Kairi Sane returning to the ring. There's also news on the former WWE Superstar making an in-ring return. Kairi Sane, who wrestled her last match in WWE in 2020, recently raised some eyebrows after some mysterious moves on social media. Wrestling Inc. noted, in an update, Sane changed her Instagram handle from Kairi WWE to official Kairi this week and updated her bio on Instagram and Twitter to bill herself as a former WWE Superstar and WWE NXT Women's Champion. It should also be noted that she still has WWE listed in her Twitter handle. That change could be in the works. That's not the only possible clue, as they added, Sane also fueled speculation on a return to the ring when responding to a fan who said they hope to see Sane back in the wrestling ring someday. Sane simply responded with a winking face emoji. The former NXT Women's Champion and WWE Women's Tag Team Champion was a popular wrestler with the WWE Universe and would likely be welcomed back into WWE or any other promotion around the world. Do you think she's wrestling again? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, an update on Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley's recent announcement that he was taking time off to receive treatment for alcohol abuse has naturally led to many fans wondering how he's doing. AEW President Tony Khan talked about Moxley during a recent chat with Barstool Wrestling, revealing, "From talking to Renee, he's doing better and better, which is awesome and so excited about that. Definitely good news." Next up, Mark Henry's big announcement. WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry has a big announcement for fans wondering when he'll be stepping back into the ring now that he's in All Elite Wrestling. Henry, who joined AEW in May of this year, spoke with I-95's Large Dave about the very subject. "I mean, man, you made me laugh. I'm not getting back in there. If somebody hits me, I'm calling the police." As anyone who's been keeping up with Henry's career knows that this is a big change from his previous statement that he wanted to wrestle one last match in the WWE before leaving, then announcing he'd do so in AEW. Given a wrestler's propensity for changing their retirement decisions at a drop of a hat, don't rule anything out. But he also talked about his roles in AEW. "Man, I'm a jack of all trades. I've been blessed to be able to master a few of them. I'm new to the announcing and the backstage announcing, but I'm doing pretty good, and I'm enjoying it. But I'm most proud of being a part of our community team. To touch all the members and fans of the communities that we go into before we do our shows, that's something special. We'll leave the place better than we found it." Next up, a major change to WWE 2K22. As fans await the release of 2K22, there's news of a major change that was made to 2K's upcoming wrestling simulator. Fightful Select is reporting that the plan originally was to include a robust amount of NXT talent, though we're unsure how many of these new stars will be added. The WWE's astonishing number of releases in 2021 likely led to 2K having to make major changes to the roster, not only for NXT superstars, but those from Raw and SmackDown. Some gamers and wrestling fans believe that the WWE 2K series' very future is at stake, as another failure like 2K20 will not only destroy any confidence amongst players, but with the WWE's faith in 2K producing a viable game. And finally, AEW announced a show for an iconic WWE venue. And last but not least, AEW is running its upcoming 9th February special edition at Dynamite at a historic WWE venue, Atlantic City's Boardwalk Hall. Yeah, this was the same location for WrestleMania 4 and 5. It'll be cool to see how it's changed. But there you have it, folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.